Hello, 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 and welcome. I'm Sheila Balgobin, and this is Dream Your Life, Live Your Dream Live, where we talk about all things dreams. As I said, I'm Sheila Balgobin, also known as the Dream Decipherer, and the subject we're going to be looking at today is how technology is being used to help us to not only interact better with our dreams, but actually to be able to influence our dreams and draw things out of it. I mean, whether it be for healing purposes or creativity or other things. So just imagine it. This is a future that's here now, where the nightly visitations of our psyches is no longer a mystery. Where the cryptic symbols and emotional landscapes of our dreams can be understood with great precision and accuracy. Research is making that happen even now, even as we speak. And the research into virtual reality technology and other non-invasive forms of stimulating the brain are being developed in order to be able to interact and even manipulate our dreams. Now, there's a device that had been created that can communicate with dreamers and interact or interfere, as the case may be, with their dreams, which was created by researchers at MIT's Dream Lab. Now, this Dream Lab was launched back in 2017, and the researchers created a wearable device that can actually track and interact with people's dreams to give people more control over the content of their dreams. This glove-like device is called Dormio, which was developed by this Dream Lab team. And it has a whole host of sensors that can detect which sleeping state a person is actually in. So it combines, this Dormio glove combines standard sleep tracking technology, which monitors things like heart rate and electrical current changes that take place on the surface of the skin, surface tension, along with finger movements that indicate if a person is starting to enter a particular sleep state. Now, when the wearer, with wearing this glove, slips into a state between the conscious mind and unconscious mind, which is called hypnagogia, the glove plays a pre-recorded audio cue, most of the time just consisting of a single word. Now, in an experiment conducted with some 50 people, what happened is this glove spoke a word into the person's sleep and said tiger, and the people actually dreamt about tigers once they heard this pre-recorded word, tiger. So dream and engineering or re-engineering technology could eventually be used to stimulate creativity in some way, or to help people to become better athletes or artists. I mean, teaching people basically in their sleep, or help people with issues such as nightmares, post-traumatic stress disorder, or even harmful behaviors such as smoking cigarettes. Now, there was some studies that were being conducted by researchers in Kyoto, Japan, where they used a combination of an MRI machine that a person would go into, and EEG, or electroencephalogram, which measures the activity of the brain. It was a very small study that was conducted, which only looked at 3 people, so it's a very tiny study. But their brain activity was monitored during sleep, with them inside an MRI scanner and also hooked on to this EEG machine. And this was done over 3-hour intervals over some 10 days. Now, what the participants had done was, as I said, they had this EEG machine hooked up to their scalp, and they're inside the MRI scanner, and the electrodes attached to their heads would be monitoring their brain activity while the MRI was taking functional readings of the brain and what was firing in the brain during the person's sleep. Now, during the study, what scientists identified was the most common items that were dreamt of by the participants, for example, a particular person or building. And later, while the person was still in the MRI machine but awake, they showed similar images from the internet of what they picked up during the scanning. And what the study found that an algorithm could be developed from this. And this algorithm was able to predict at least 60% of the time what the person was dreaming about, but it was better at telling whether it was a person being dreamt about and a scenario or place or being identified. So they could tell if a person was dreaming about a person that was in a building or outside. So there's still some tweaking to do, but they were able to actually interact with the dreams and identify information about what the person was dreaming about. Now, research, of course, is ongoing, but in the future, it's expected that AI, artificial intelligence, and other techniques will be brought to bear to be able to help with dreamers with issues, with issues such as PTSD, nightmares, and other dream-related or sleep-related issues, as well as to stimulate creativity. I mean, we talked about helping athletes to improve their abilities, to help writers to move past blocks. I mean, all kinds of things. The possibilities, as they say, are endless. But there's a few caveats with all of this that we need to think about, and I think it's important to remember these points and to consider them seriously. Now, although researchers are developing these tools to study dreams, keeping a dream journal, it remains one of the best tools available. It's cheap, it's easily accessible, it's private. And it's been around for thousands of years. It does work. I mean, the ancient Mesopotamians were writing down dream interpretations on stone tablets. So the dream journals have been around quite a long time and are quite effective, particularly when you are recording your dreams over a period of time. You can see trends and see your progression through life using your journal. Now, these new technologies are typically used in hospitals, study facilities, laboratories, etc., whereas dream journals are cheap and easily accessible by everyone. So you don't have to be specific, enrolled in a sleep study or dream study to be able to record your dreams or interact with them. You can do it with a dream journal very effectively. I have been recording my own dreams as well as recording, as part of my work, recording clients' dreams, and we can see in a visual way over time the shifts and changes or issues that are flagged because I have this record, this ongoing continuous record of dreams and what they're saying. So again, it's an easy way, it's a visual way to be able to track what is going on in your dream life. There's also one other important issue that needs to be considered, and that's the issue of privacy. Now, there are these new dream technologies are connected to the internet, and as we all know, hacking in the internet is rife, and it's increasing. with all kinds of scammers and schemers and all kinds of things going on. So having your intimate thoughts and feelings exposed on the internet may or may not be ideal in terms of what is right for you, but it's something to be concerned about. I mean, a dream journal, for example, is private. You can say what you like, you can do what you like. Nobody's going to see it but you, unless you choose to share it. But if you're using dream technologies and using AI to record and interact with your dreams, that means any Tom, Dick, and Harry has access to your most intimate thoughts and feelings. And maybe that's not something that bothers you, but I suspect that being that people hold on to their dreams very jealously, and don't particularly like to share them unless there's something so unusual or powerful about them, that people would be disturbed by the idea of having their private thoughts and feelings exposed to all and sundry for whomever wishes to tap in. So I leave you with that. Yes, I mean, the use of technology and learning how to work with dreams can be a wonderful thing, particularly when it comes to healing trauma, such as post-traumatic stress disorder, or having frequent nightmares. But there's, on balance, you have to think about how much of yourself you're giving away inadvertently to others by using these technologies on the internet. So there you have it, some thoughts about using technology to work with dreams. And I'd love to hear from you and find out what you think about that. Do you think using technology to get into your dreams and interact with them a bad thing? Or do you think that it is actually quite a positive thing? I'd love to know your thoughts. So drop me a line and let me know. Do you think using AI and other technologies to get into dreams and predict what they're telling us, as well as to interact and enter the dreams and be able to intervene, if you will, in your dreams, is a good thing? Thanks so much for watching and listening. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.